Ladies and gentlemen, lend me your ears and your eyes. Diva Divine Light, live from Brooklyn, New York.
Know your lane for what you saying, yo. Said it with my 9 million with the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic, yes, I do my duty, yo. While I'm in the club, I be while in the studio. You don't wanna vibe, nigga, really and truly, yo. My main thug nigga named Julio, he moody, yo. I'm a nigga that'll slap you with the toolie, yo. Bitch, niggas scared to death, act fruity, yo. Fuck that, look at shorty, she a little cutie, yo. The way you shake it, make me wanna get all in the booty, yo. With no lane for what you saying, yo.
Diva Divine Light.
Really my heart to me. Fuck me, see this what you got for me. Put more than hands with my eyes to see. Still $1 in the place to be. If you really my heart to me. Fuck me, see this what you got for me. Put more than hands with my eyes to see. Still $1 in the place to be. If you.
You're watching Diva, the Divine Light. A fun-loving, caring, passionate person who talks about sex, celebrity, and real-life issues, and even abuse. So hit that like button and make sure you share the show.
Really my heart to me. Fuck me, see this what you got for me. Put more than hands with my eyes to see. Still $1 in the place to be. If you really my heart to me. Fuck me, see this what you got for me. Put more than hands with my eyes to see. Still $1 in the place to be. If you really my heart to me. Fuck me, see this what you got for me. Put more than hands with my eyes to see. Still $1 in the place to be. If you really my heart to me. Fuck me, see this what you got for me. Put more than hands with my eyes to see. Still $1 in the place to be. If you.
Here comes the pitch, and it comes in wide. On the combo.
Yo, 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 yo. Hello, good evening, my family. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás, familia? Tiz, girl, you did a great job at that battle. Girl, Fat Boy, congratulations to you. Y'all did that shit tonight. I'm sorry I missed it, but I did watch the replay. It was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun, guys. Y'all had me on my toes. That's what's up. The both of you guys did a great, great job. Great job. Congratulations, Fat Boy. And to you two, Tears. You did a great job. You guys did awesome. So let me say hello to everybody that's in the building. What's up, what's up, what's up? My OCOV familia. We got Classy. We got Miss DNK Fashion Prince. Please make sure you follow her channel. Please make sure you follow her channel. She's about to do great things. Classy Queen, what's up, baby? Jacqueline, what's up, Jackie? Hey, Miss Showers. How are you, Miss April? Hey, Cecilia. Tears. Tears. Honey Bunny. What's up, Honey Bunny? What's up, baby? Hey, Chi-Town. What's up, boo-boo? What's up, boo? Hey, Charlotte. What's up, lady? Hey, Les Smith. What's up, mamita? Hey, The Truth. What's up, baby? Are you ready, baby? We got 4 more days, mamita. 4 more days. 4 more days. 4 more days. Well, the document that I'm going to read today is Exhibit A. Okay. And this belongs to the part of, let me make sure I have it right here. Okay, so there's been quite a few documents that have been dropping, guys. I'm sorry I have not been able to get to you guys and give you the information the way I usually do, guys, but unfortunately my mom is laid up right now. She had knee surgery. She had a meniscus removed on both sides of her knee, her right knee, and so now I'm doing even more than usual. You know, I got to take care of mom and taking care of my grandma too. And, you know, thank God I have David. You know, without him, I would be going crazy. But so he's taking care of the kids, you know. So I'm up here. I'm working downstairs from 7 in the morning till 11 at night. So this is the only time I'm gonna be able to come on for you guys. So I figured I'd read this document because it's not really that many pages. It's only 6 pages. Okay. And it belongs, like I said, to the Northern District of Illinois, okay, which is the Chicago trial that's coming up August 15th. So, yesterday was August 11th. Yesterday they started jury selection, doing the questionnaires and all that stuff. It started yesterday. And the 15th starts his trial. Now, this document for Exhibit A is document number 265. Now, it was filed on the 9th of August, 2022. It's 17 pages long. And the document was, it was the government's response to Defendant Derrel Mcdavid'S motion to compel discovery. Okay. I'm just going to read the first little paragraph here just so you guys can understand what it is Exhibit A is attached to. Now, the government's response to Defendant Derrel Mcdavid'S motion to compel discovery. The United States of America, through its attorney, John R. Lausch, Jr., United States Attorney for the Northern District of Illinois, hereby responds to Defendant Derrel Mcdavid'S motion to compel discovery. Now, this was for motion number 247 that was put in. Okay? So the government is responding to the motion 247. And also the supplemental motion to compel discovery, which was document number 252. Okay? So the government is responding to these two motions that were put in by Mr. Mcdavid. Okay? Now, Defendant Mcdavid's motion to compel discovery should be denied. And the reason why it should be denied is because, as set forth more fully below, that defendants asked the court to authorize a fishing expedition into matters as wide-ranging as the Department of Justice policies and procedures governing the retention of data, an explanation for a victim's nickname, and toll records reflecting communications between the government and potential witnesses. Now, they attempt to justify this expedition based upon 2 sets of materials previously disclosed to the defense by the government. So, A would be email exchanges through which an author provided to the government an about to be published manuscript about R. Kelly. And B, text messages between a prosecutor and one of Kelly's victims, primarily scheduling later calls or meetings. So neither set of materials provides a basis for the discovery that the defendant seeks. So, moreover, nothing in Rule 16, which has to do with Brady or the Jinx Acts, authorizes defendant's broad request. So, the defendant's motion should be denied. Okay? So, the defense team is on a fishing expedition, right? And it's so that they're trying to make it look like the prosecutor was doing malicious things behind the scenes, unlawful acts, by communicating with the minor one that's in the Chicago case. Okay? So now I'm going to show you guys Exhibit A. Okay. So this is Exhibit A, which is 265-1. Okay. So it's an attachment to document number 265. So it's Exhibit A. Okay. Now, as you guys can see here, I don't know if you guys can see it really good. I'm going to see if maybe I should widen my screen. Let me, okay. All right, so I gather you guys can see that here. Hello, my T-Bam. Hello, Purple. Shorty. What's up, Shorty Rara? Okay, what's up, ladies that walked into the building? Excuse me. Okay. So now, these are the text messages that went out between Assistant United States Attorney Angel Kroll and minor one, as we know, RL. Okay. Now, this first text message, the communication started July 7th of 2019. Now, this first text message is from AUSA Kroll, and from minor one. Okay, so it's from Miss Kroll to minor one. Now, Miss Kroll had texted and said, Chad, the case agent, told me you wanted to meet this week. He's on vacation, so that's why I'm texting you directly. Are you free tomorrow afternoon? And then minor one responds to Angel Kroll and says that, she loved the message. So obviously she has an iPhone. She loved the message. And she says, yes, Angel, I am. So she's letting Miss Kroll know that she's free tomorrow afternoon. Then Miss Kroll texts her back and says to minor one, what's best for you, downtown or Oak Brook Terrace or someplace else? And minor one texts her back and says, Oak Brook is good for me anytime in the afternoon. Then Angel Kroll texts back minor one and says, great. Let's say 3 at the tower. You can text me when you get there and I'll come get you. So minor one responds back to Angel Kroll. She loves the message and she says, sounds good. Then Miss Kroll texts minor one back, replies to her and says, looking forward to seeing you. Minor one texts her back and says, yes, same. Now, second communication was the day after, on July 8th of 2019. Miss Kroll texts minor one and replies and says to her, hey, when you get to the tower today, just stay in your car and text me, and we'll come to your car. We want to bring you through a different entrance today, okay? Minor one texts back Miss Cruel and says, sounds good. Then Minor one hits her back and says, can you share the address, please? And then Angel Cruel shared the contact info, which they redacted. And that was the sharing of the contact information was on July 9th of 2019, following day. Then a little bit more over a month, in August of 21 of 2019, Miss Cruel texts her, Minor one, and says, hey, it's Angel. Free for a call from me and Felice, the USAO, which is the Victim Witness Coordinator. Minor one replies back to Miss Cruel and says, hello there. Can you give me like 45 minutes? I'm out to lunch. Then Miss Cruel texts Minor one back and says, okay, how about 3:45? Minor one texts her back and says, yes, I'll be ready at that time. Then Miss Cruel texts Minor one back and says, great, we'll call you then. Then Minor one texts Miss Cruel back and she loves the message, right? Like I said, she has an iPhone. So she hit the, reply. She replied with a heart. Now, the next communication between them was now in November. So 3 months later, okay, she tried to reach out to her again. Angel Cruel reached out to Minor one, texted her and said, hi there, just wondering if you are free for phone call tomorrow. Nothing to worry about, just checking in. We can work around your schedule if you're working tomorrow. And then Miss Cruel replies again and says, hope things are good with you. And she put a smiling emoji. Now that was on the 18th. So Minor one never reached back to Angel Cruel. The following day, on November 19th of 2019, Minor one reached out to Angel Cruel and said, hello there. I'm heading back from LA and I'm back in Chicago at 9 a.m. Maybe I can take the call on my way into work. Thanks for the well wishes and talk soon. Then Miss Cruel replies back to her and says, okay, text me when you're free and we'll try to make that work. Minor one replies back to her and says, okay, and if not, after work. Then Miss Cruel texts her back and says, whichever is easier for you. Have a great day. Miss Cruel texts Minor one again and says, sorry I missed your call earlier. When do you get off work? And then Miss Cruel texts her again and said, Melissa's number is, and then she attached the number. Then a couple of weeks later, on December 5th, 2019, Minor one texts Miss Cruel and says, I know we discussed a tentative date for trial, but can you remind me of the date, please? And Miss Cruel said to Minor one, April 27th of 2020 is the tentative date. The trial is expected to last 3 weeks. Minor one reaches back out to her and replies and says, thank you. Now Miss Cruel reaches back out to Minor one. She texts her and says, anytime, BB. Boss baby, right? That's what we know. Now, here it is about 9 days later. Minor one texts Miss Cruel and says, "Hey there, did you try calling?" And then no response that day. The following day, on December 15th of 2019, Angel Cruel texts Minor one and says, "No, that wasn't me." And then Minor one reached out to Angel Cruel in January 16th of 2020. So now a month later, Minor one responds, hits up Angel Cruel. And she says, "Hello there. Just wondering if the trial gets pushed back. What's the time frame that we would know if it's being pushed back?" Now, Miss Cruel didn't answer her that day. The following day, Miss Cruel responds to her on January 17th of 2020 and says to Minor one, "Well, we'll find out for sure when we go to court next on February 13th. My best guess is the fall. So let me know if you have any trips planned or if there are any dates I should avoid when we reschedule." Then Minor one replies back to her and says, "Okay, thanks. I was just checking in, but I will have some upcoming things to update on leading up to that. Is everything going okay?" Minor one replies again to Miss Cruel and says, "It's been a while since we've met." And then Miss Cruel replies to Minor one and says, "Yes, things are good. Why don't we meet sometime next week? We can update you on things. I always like seeing you in person." So Minor one responds to Miss Cruel and says, "I agree. That works well for me." Miss Cruel responds to Minor one and says, "We can work around your work schedule. What works best for you?" So Minor one replies to her and says, "I'm usually done with work by 6 in the city and off on Mondays." So Angel Cruel replies to Minor one and says, "I'll check with Amelia and we'll let you know." Minor one replies back and says, "Perf." And Minor one then also says, "I'm just grateful that the others have taken the spotlight in the media." Laugh out loud. Miss Cruel responds to Minor one and says, "I bet. I was thinking the same thing." Then Miss Cruel says to Minor one in a reply and says, "Wednesday works for both me and Amelia. We can meet when you get off work." So Minor one replies to her and says, "Sounds good." Then Miss Cruel replies to her and says, "We can meet whenever you want, even at a coffee shop or whatever, if we talk softly. Or we can meet the same place as last time, but I know that place has bad memories for you. We can meet at my building, but parking is hard downtown. Amelia could probably pick you up." So Minor one replies to Angel Cruel and says, "Yes, I'd prefer a coffee shop or something along those lines." Then Miss Cruel responds to her and says, "Okay, we can make that happen. Any particular neighborhood in the city? I can't remember where your job is located." Then Minor one replies to her and says, "I'm located in," and she redacted, and says, "So I'm flexible." Then Miss Cruel responds back to Minor one and says, "Cool. Let us know if you have a place in mind. Otherwise, we can just Google the nearest Starbucks or something. Then minor one says, okay, let me think. The Starbucks right across the street from me isn't private at all. Now, January 22nd of 2020, Miss Cruel hits up minor one and says, another option is to meet at the tower again if that's convenient for you. Is it on your way home? Minor one replies to her and says, I would prefer a little more relaxed setting. I like the coffee shop idea. So Angel Cruel replies to her and says, okay, that's perfectly fine. Minor one replies back and says she shared the location. Then Angel Cruel, the USA attorney, responds to minor one and says, that works. We'll see you there a little after 6. Minor one replies to her and says, okay, sounds good. Then minor one also says, so Starbucks is less crowded than that location in the evening? I see. So I'm here, which is right next door to, and then she writes the address. Miss Cruel responds back, okay, I'm on my way. Now, that was in January. They communicated again in February, a month, more or less a month later. Minor one says to Angel Cruel, hello there. Minor one then says, can you take a call? USA Cruel said, sure, but I have to get Amelia or Melissa on the line. Let me check if they are free. Now, minor one responds and says, no problem. Miss Cruel says to minor one, we'll call in like 2 minutes, okay? Minor one says, perfect. Minor one also says, very brief. Next communication was on March 5th of 2020. Minor one, and she started the communication to Miss Cruel and says, hello, I take lunch at 1:45. If you all are available to give me an update, hope all is well. Now, AUSA Cruel says to minor one, hi. Unfortunately, I am in a meeting at that time. So maybe after work we can call. Minor one says, okay, no problem. Now, from March until June, there was no communication. So June 1st of 2020 is when minor one reached out to the attorney and said, hello there. Hope all is well. I have a question for you whenever you are available. Should be very brief. Then Miss Cruel responds to her and says, sure, I'm out of town, but I can arrange a call tomorrow with you, me, and Amelia. Does tomorrow afternoon work? Minor one said to Miss Cruel, yes, that's fine. Then minor one texted her again and said, enjoy. Give me a second. Let me get water, guys. Okay. Sorry about that, guys, but I really need water. So then Angel Cruel reaches out to Minor One and says, we'll call at 1:30, okay? Minor One reaches out to Angel Cruel, replies back and says yes. Miss Cruel reaches back and says, trying to call you, still free? Then Minor One says, I'm sorry. And then she says, I fell asleep, laugh out loud. Minor One also says, yes, if you're available. Then on June 10th of 2020, which was 9 days later, Minor One reached out to Miss Cruel and says, good morning. When you have a moment, can we do a call, you, me, and Chris? And Chris is Minor One's attorney. She says, just explain everything you and I discussed per our last conversation so that we're all on the same page. Wow, she sounds so mature. God bless her. AUSA Cruel then replies to her and says, sure, let me check with Amelia. Then Minor One replies and says, okay, great. Miss Cruel replies back and says, Amelia and I are free anytime today. Is there a time that works best for you and Chris? Then Minor One replies back to her and says, we are both free now if you'd like to get it out of the way. Then Miss Cruel responds to her and says, okay, let me try to get Amelia on the line. Then I'll call Chris and you last. Then Minor One replied back to her that she loved the message. Then the next contact happened to be in July, which was July 30th, the end, a month later and a half. Minor One reaches out to Angel Cruel and says, hey there, quick question. Diana has been reaching out to me, but I'm not really sure of her. In your opinion, is that a conflict of interest? It makes me no, never mind, either way. Then Miss Cruel responds back to her and says, hello, it's totally up to you about whether you want to talk to her or not. If you want to talk with us about it, we can set up a call for tomorrow. Minor One replies back to her and says, never mind, laugh out loud, thank you. Then Miss Cruel says to Minor One, okay, take care. Then Minor One says, did Amelia share the pictures? And then Miss Cruel says to Minor One, just one, the green outfit. So beautiful. You are glowing. I'm very happy and excited for you. Minor One reaches back out to her and says, thanks again. And that is the end of that. Okay. So, what do you guys think? Because for me, I don't see anything wrong with that communication. There was no type of violation. This is a witness for the government who needs to be in contact with these prosecutors to move forward with the case. Am I correct? Right. There was no bribing, no type of violation. It was just simple communication of certain meetings, of times and dates, and a couple of hello, good mornings, how are you? How are you feeling? God bless you type of stuff, like nothing wrong. So this has no merit. This is not reliable. This is not relatable to this case. This is just some trumped up shit that they're trying to throw at the wall to see if it can stick, because Bonjean is a appellate lawyer. So she tries to go for civil actions and your constitutional rights and all these types of things, right? So she's got to see what she can find or do to work on an appeal. Like, girl, you should be working on this case. Forget about working for an appeal. And it's not just her, it's the whole defense team. Because as you can see with all these motions going around, they're attaching themselves to it. So they're working together. They are. Thank you, Jackie, by the way. Thank you, T-Bam. And that's another thing, honey. You're absolutely right. You hear the way she said that? Hey, Rockin'. Hey, Angela. She was afraid but wanted to be strong. When she said that, she got triggered by going to the terrace. I forgot the name of the place, but the tavern, that brought back triggered memories for her. Obviously, R. Kelly goes to that place to eat or whatever, to drink, lo que sea. And then, as you can see, she called to make sure that, she was safe. You can tell in her voice certain things she said, like, right. This is totally irrelevant. Totally irrelevant. This shit, this has nothing to do with R. Kelly violating 5 minors and making child pornography. This has nothing to do with it. They were not doing anything wrong. They were trying to set up meetings for communications, to talk. Like, what is the big problem? Now, I said I wasn't going to be on here long, so I'm going to take you guys out with this one last thing. Now, I saw DJ Vlad. I'm sorry, Vlad TV, DJ Vlad of Vlad TV. He had Fredro Starr. For those who don't know who Fredro Starr is, he is from the hip hop group Onyx. And he had him on his show a couple of days ago on the 8th of August. And Fredro Starr spoke about R. Kelly. And he made a comment stating that, I know guys who caught bodies and came home quicker than R. Kelly will. So let's take a listen to this.
R. Kelly got 30 years. Was that justified or too much?
That is a slippery slope for me to even speak on. I will say this. I do not listen to R. Kelly's music anymore. I'm going to just leave it at that. I can't get with I just can't get with it. You know what I'm saying? That 12 play was something else, though. Boy, that 12 play. Boy. But anyway, 30 years is a lot. It's a lot. I know niggas caught bodies and came home quicker than that. Like 30 years, really? I think it's excessive. Yeah, I think it's excessive. I think 30 years is a lot.
Really?
30 fucking years in jail?
For the shit R. Kelly was doing?
What the fuck did he do to get 30 years?
You see the documentary about all the women that he molested? Fredro?
This is what I'm gonna say. I would say this. No, I don't. I personally, I don't know what he did. I really don't know. Like, I'm not really into the case like that. But I will say this. He's a fucking asshole. To even be in that space, to be thinking like that. So, was he wrong? Yes. Was he completely wrong? Yes. Is he an asshole? Yes. Is 30 years too much? I don't know. Some people might say, throw the nigga under the jail, throw the key away. Certain niggas might say that's too much. I'm going to say, I don't know enough to even, I just know from what I know, that nigga is just not good. You know what I'm saying? That nigga's just weird, man. Nigga weird, bro. That nigga's weird. And it's fucked up because R. Kelly was very, 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 very egotistical.
Very egotistical.
Biggest ego in the world. Came through with the cigar. R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? And now look where he at. The fall from grace is crazy. And I see him, I'm like, damn, my nigga, like, crazy, bro. Like, he deserved what he got. Let's lay it like that. He deserved what he got. Is it too much? Is it too less? It is what they said it is. He got it. He deserved what he got. That's my answer.
Did you ever meet R. Kelly?
Never. I got a record with Aaron Hall, though. The originator.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
I don't want to die.
Okay.
Firestar album. I had to get this record done. Right? It was the last record on my album, Firestar album, which is the classic album I released in 2001. Firestar. Everybody bit my style. You know what I'm saying? That was the illest classic record. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That's the classic solo album. Crazy. Anyway, I had to get one record done. I had this record called I Don't Want to Die. And I'm talking about I don't want to die because when I was writing that album, I was going through a lot of shit. That's why it's a classic, because I was going through shit. And I had to get somebody on the chorus. And I was like, I gotta get Aaron Hall on the chorus. I gotta get Aaron Hall on the chorus. I wasn't thinking about R. Kelly, none of that. I was thinking about Aaron Hall because he got the voice. So I had a lawyer. My lawyer, we had the same lawyer. I don't even want to mention the lawyer name because I lost the case. I ain't trying. Anyway, we had the same lawyer. I went through the lawyer and got Aaron Hall's number. I called the nigga. He was in Ohio. The nigga was in Ohio and it was snowing. I'm talking about a snow blizzard. I go to the nigga crib. He got mad dogs and pit bulls and he got kennels and all types of shit. Like the nigga just on some dog shit. I'm like, yo. Boom, I came through the nigga crib. He had a studio in his crib. Nice studio, whole shit, nice house, all that. Go to the crib. He fucking hears the record. He does his verse. I fucking spend the night at the nigga crib. Bounce first thing in the morning and shit. You know what I'm saying? And that was right before Christmas. It was like a day before Christmas. And we made a record called I Don't Want to Die with Aaron Hall, the original R. Kelly.
I love it. I was going to say, do you count R. Kelly as a singer?
Yeah, but Aaron Hall's the original.
Got you.
From my I know. He's from my era.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
R. Kelly's girlfriend, Jocelyn Savage, told the judge she and Kelly are engaged.
Clap emojis.
Clap emojis.
What the fuck is that?
I want to bring up something because have you met Anton? It's Laura introduced me to him. He's a masseuse. World Treatment Wellness. His hands are just great masseuse.
I don't know him.
But he's
pause. I don't know. I don't know no nigga with good hands. I'm good.
So he was saying that he thinks 30 years is actually, he thinks it's, so do you know who Jeffrey Epstein is? The dude that...
Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
Another asshole. Did he kill himself? Yeah. Well, he said, they said he killed himself.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, another dickhead.
So the masseuse brought up that he thinks, so Jeffrey Epstein's wife got 20 years, so he thinks it's racist that R. Kelly got 30.
No, that wasn't his wife. That was his handler.
Oh, his handler. My bad.
What's her name? Some white chick. She got 20?
Yeah.
They all weird, man. They all fucking weird.
Right.
Fucking weirdos, bro.
Well, agreed.
Shit's crazy. Nasty out here. Nasty work. Nasty work.
Yo, why?
I don't know, man. Like, I don't know, man. He deserved what he got.
Right.
Nasty weirdos. Nasty weirdos. Hey, Sin. Yeah, a bunch of nasty fucking weirdos. You know, speaking of nasty weirdos, yeah, I'm going to end this with a bed bug story. So, bed bug allegedly molested his daughter, his children, slept with them in the bed. It's a crazy story. I can't even. Now I understand why he relates. You know what? A lot of these people who support R. Kelly relate to him somehow. That's why they support him so much, because something in their lives they relate to him. Whether it be that they like younger people, they like children, they were molested, there's incest that goes on in their families, they're stalkers, they're narcissistic, they're flying monkeys. Like there's all these things going on. And now it's more clear to me, between Debo and Bedbug and the mentee and everybody else that's in between. I mean, really? So I figured it out. Everybody has an issue, right? We on this side, they always think that because we're for the victims, we were all victims, but that's not the case over here. Some were, some weren't. We are just on the right side of law. We are people who go by laws and morals and, being all around good people. Some of us have been damaged, not all. The same thing for the other side. It's not for all of them, it's for some of them, right? Because a lot of them just like R. Kelly because they like his music and they don't understand what's going on and they feel like things are unfair and blah, blah, blah. And then there's some that are flying monkeys that choose to not see anything at all. At all. Those are those groupies. Okay? Right. That's allegedly, I don't know how true that is because from what I understood, from what that person said themselves out of their own mouths, they had stated that there was an incident with that person's husband, the spouse, and the spouse was wrongfully accused. So, and it was a child. I believe the child was 9, something like that. And so that's why that person decided to get into this fight when she found out what was going on. And that's why she said she feels the way she does, that she puts her whole foot in her mouth for R. Kelly because she herself went through an incident where her husband was accused of doing something awful to a young lady. I don't know if it was a young girl, a little girl. I don't know, this is all, but this came out of her mouth. But as far as that other stuff that people are talking about, I don't know about all that. I don't see that, honestly. So I think that's just for slander, for lies, for click views, likes, yeah. So at this point, all this shit is ridiculous at this point. Everybody's fighting and trying to get people locked up, and it's just a lot. And it shouldn't be going on. So, well, those text messages, like I said, didn't mean anything. The government is going by the law. Nobody broke any laws. I don't see any of that. in these text messages at all. I simply see a lawyer reaching out to a client, point blank, period. That's what I see there. Nothing damaging, nothing where they were speaking about R. Kelly and, going in on him through the text messages and saying, oh, this case is bullshit and blah, 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 blah. So this is going to be denied. We ain't even worried about it. We win all day, every day. OCOV. That's right. So, guys, thank you for the Cash App. Honey Bunny, I love you. Thank you, Mama. So, guys, do me a favor, please. For those who are not subscribed to my channel, do me the favor, please. Hit that subscribe button. Thank you. And don't forget to hit that like button on your way out, guys. Gracias. Very mucho, darlings. And if you are on the replay, please leave your comments below. Thank you. Please make sure they're respectful so they can stay there. Okay? If not, they get removed and you just wasted your whole breath, your typing fingers and all that good shit. Okay. And your girl Diva Divine Light. I will be back tomorrow. I'll try to see if I can come on with you guys and read something else, okay? Guys, y'all already know. Peace.